Hello and welcome to Jalan Besar Stadium this evening for football from match week 8 of the 2023 Singapore Premier League season. The games just keep coming, and that's why we're here for this fixture between Young Lions and Brunei DPMM tonight. Match week 8 started yesterday, a couple of matches involving two of the league's top 3 sides, both in action. Man City Sailors put up a 5-star show against Hougang United, came away with a big win to hand Hougang their 6th consecutive defeat. Albrecht's Niigata took on their co-tenants at the Jurong East Stadium, ended up with a 2-0 win against Tanjung Pagar United. The other game that was supposed to take place tonight between Geylang International and Belsik Khalsa has been postponed to tomorrow instead and will be played here at Jalan Besar Stadium. Here's a look at the standings ahead of the game that we will be focused on. The Young Lions, without having played, have moved up to 8th place thanks to having a better goal scored record than Hougang. Both sides still with just 1 win from their 7 matches so far. Young Lions do have an opportunity this evening to go level on points with Brunei DPMM if they win tonight's game. A win for DPMM, however, could take them as high as 5th on goal difference depending on the score tonight. Let's hear from the head coaches of the two sides now, with Philip Au of the Young Lions first up, followed by Adrian Pennock of Brunei DPMM.
Coach, not plenty of rest for you following your defeat against Balestier the last time out. Firstly, how have you kept the side fresh and raring to go again today?
Well, the day after the match, we did a recovery. Training yesterday was light as well. Yeah, it's important that the players are fresh. But of course, you know, we have a big squad and we rotated some players today, to give them the chance.
Now, you come into this finding yourselves away from the bottom of the table. Would you say today's a great chance to put some space between you and rock bottom Hougang tonight with a result here?
Well, we didn't look at the table from the start of the season, you know. It's always been the performance from the boys that's important. We are developmental side and the players are young. Yeah, so we don't look too much into the table, but of course we go into every game trying to look for the win, yeah.
And what will be key against DPMM here tonight for you?
Well, you know, we've seen them play the last time they were here, they beat Hougang 3-0. They're good quality foreigners. Voronkov is a great striker, and we have to, you know, close him down quick. And well, we need a solid team performance today.
Speaking of facing a quality side, this is going to be a side that the Young Lions have yet to find a way in the past 22 matches. But there is a little boost for you with the return of your captain, Jacob Mahler. How have you set up tonight against them?
Well, yes, Jacob is back, and you know, he's leader of the pack, and yep, he will slot in centre back. And yeah, we're going to go with a 4-5-1. Stay solid in midfield, don't give them too much space.
You went into the break following a 3-1 win over Hougang United. What will be key here for you tonight to get your 3rd win on the board?
I think keeping a clean sheet. I think I can see us always scoring goals. You know, we always create a lot of goals. But as a team, we're getting a little bit stronger. I said that at the start of the season, obviously, because we haven't played for a while, for 3 years, and all our games are in Singapore. We haven't played any games in Brunei. But I said after 5 or 6 games, we'll look like we're getting match fit stronger. So I think that's what's happening at the moment. We're getting stronger and stronger. The boys are doing their jobs, and there'll always be mistakes, always happen. But when we make mistakes, let's hope that it doesn't get capitalised on. But other than that, you know, we're in a good place at the moment. But we know it's going to be a tough game today, that's for sure.
Now, finally, run us through your starting 11. Any major changes tonight?
Just one change at the back. We're just going to put Hanif is going to come in as a centre half, and that's touchwood. That's the only one, the only injury concerns that we have.
Always good to hear from the head coaches. Head of the match, Philip Au of the Young Lions, Adrian Pennock of Brunei DPMM, and with me in the commentary position is a man who's been in that position head coach of an SPL side, Hide Kamis. What can we expect from this one?
Tough game for Young Lions. I think the last performance that Brunei had, they were compact, they were organized, they were playing with so much intensity, and I think the run of games, especially that they had in the first half of the season, allowed them to get into the groove of things.
Now, those are your match officials. Referee Muhammad Taufik Tana, assisted by Andy Tan and Taufik Ahmad. Fourth official Farhad Muhammad. Those are the video match officials, VAR Juherman Zaiton, and the assistant VAR Abdul Hanan. Let's have a look at the lineups then, beginning with the Young Lions, who have made 6 changes from their last game, which was just 3 days ago. Aizil Yazid returns in goal to replace Wayne Chew. Captain Jacob Mahler is back in the lineup, having served his suspension for a red card against Tanjung Pagar. Iman Hakim and Elijah Lim get starts this evening in midfield, while Fairuz Fazli and Keshav Kumar come into that defensive line. Keshav making his first start in the SPL since the 25th of November 2020 when he was playing with Balestier. Haris Stewart, Shahadat Masnawi and Akil Yazid dropped to the bench for this one. Young Lions are also without Raul Suhaimi, Ilhan Noor and Andrew Au through injury. Harith Kanadi is suspended. A whole host of issues for Philip Au to deal with. None for Adrian Pennock, who's made just 1 change for Brunei DPMM, and it's a change in defence with Hanif Hamir coming into the side to replace Hirzi Zulfakar. Otherwise, no real need for Pennock to change too much around. Hide, your thoughts on the lineups that we've just seen?
A lot of changes in the Young Lions lineup, I think, just to keep things fresh, but at the same time still be competitive. But again, like I mentioned earlier, it's going to be difficult, especially in the middle of the park with Iman Hakim and Joel Gallagher playing against a very physical side in Azwan Ali, Joseph Balic and Hanif Farhan. And if you look at on the left side, Elijah should be starting there, and he's not really an out-and-out winger. He should be tucking in, making things compact, and allowing the defensive position to be not being penetrated.
Now, before kick-off this evening, there'll be a minute of silence in remembrance of a member of the Singapore football fraternity, Kartik Raj, who was just 25 years young when he suddenly and tragically died last Wednesday. Kartik Raj was a former SPL player with Balestier Khalsa and Hougang United, had represented Singapore at youth level, and also played for Singapore Football League Division 1 title winners, Singapore Khalsa Association. Thoughts and condolences with his loved ones.
He contributed to 5 goals in that campaign. The skillful winger has also played 8 times in the Singapore Premier League while he was at Balestier Khalsa in 2020. Our sincere thoughts and deepest condolences go out to the family and loved ones of Kartik Raj during this difficult period. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to kindly ask you to rise and stand to observe a moment of silence in memory of Kartik Raj. Thank you.
As you mentioned, this is going to be a tough challenge for the Young Lions, and a physical one as well, coming up against a Brunei DPMM side who have got quality right through the spine of that team.
Yeah, if you look at the striking position, I think with the return of Hakimi as well, it's going to be an interesting combination. He has worked in the first few games that they played in. scoring a few goals between the two of them, and at the same time they have the experience, Azwan Ali creating from midfield, dictating play as well. And you are up, of course, they have to go up against Jun Kobayashi and Jacob Mahler. But then again, in terms of experience, they have backs of it, and the intensity that they're going to be playing in today will definitely be an advantage for them.
Well, you mentioned intensity. This is a DPMM side who will be well rested. They last played on the 31st of March. They have a very positive result against Hougang United. DPMM put in a very solid performance. 3-0 winners in that match. Scored good goals. It's a result that will give them a lift as they try to get back into the rhythm of playing in the SPL. Immediately looking to push high up against the Young Lions, who've gotten us underway. Playing from left to right on your screens in the all-red outfits against Brunei DPMM. The yellow and black. It's Jun Kobayashi. Goes from centre-back to centre-back. Cleared away by Angel Martinez. It's Voronkov into Azwan Ali. Accepts the invitation to shoot. And you can see the intent early on from DPMM.
That the space being vacated after the transition, and you have Azwan Ali always in a forward position, which allowed the transition and the shot to take place.
Najib gets his head up, picks out Hakimi. Always dangerous when defenders allow Hakimi to turn and run at them. He's a player who will take you on. Very tricky, very direct, he's got good pace. It's a nice combination they have up front, DPMM, with Voronkov, essentially the big physical centre forward and target player. Then you've got Hakimi running into the channels.
Just roaming around all the time to get on the flick-ons and always ready to pounce. And you can see at that situation previously, the young Lions players were surrounding him the moment he was holding on to the ball. And I think we will see more of that, especially with Voronkov as well. A change of role for Jordan today, playing up front rather than his normal left side in midfield. We have a different game plan, and you have a target player now being able to hold on to the ball and to look for the runs of Fairuz Fazli, who is more of a penetrative player.
It's a nice idea. A good bit of play by Imaviwe. Trying to release Elijah Lim down the left. Well, you mentioned Imaviwe. He has been playing on the left wing for the Young Lions. He's still trying to figure out his best position. He came through as a central defender. And he's essentially been pushed further forward up the field. Where do you see his best position? Where do you think he's the most effective?
He has qualities of a centre-back, a good characteristics of a centre-back. He's cool and calm on the ball, but also he's very effective up front. Right? He has that size, ability to hold on to the ball, and at the same time, good technical ability with his left foot. It's still maybe a lot of trial and error at this point in time for him. And I'm sure with a few games or a few seasons, you'll definitely know where his best position is. And I think with the lack of strikers, striking options for Singapore football, he could be an option up front together with Iksan and Ilhan.
We saw another player who will give the Singapore national side options up front, Abdul Razak, scoring 2 goals, and he's gotten off to a great start at the Lion City Sailors.
I think players of his quality and characteristics, you need a fantastic supporting cast, and you have that in Lion City Sailors. You have Maxim, you have Diego. You're just up there being in the box. Every ball is being put on a plate. You just take that one shot, and you just need to be clinical. That's all.
It must be quite a delight playing as a centre forward in that team with all the attacking quality you have around you and the chances that will be created for you. But credit to him, he's putting those opportunities away.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm sure he has gained confidence as well over the last few games, and it's just a good thing for Singapore football to have another option.
It's Martinez winning the header. Jalan. Kieran Teo playing out at left back for the Young Lions this evening. So number 7, Kan Kobayashi, trying to cause a few problems for Brunei DPMM.
Late challenge there from Kan Kobayashi, just flying in. And the moment it happened, Hanif Farhan knew that he was going to get a free kick.
Got his first goal for the Young Lions last time out. Kan Kobayashi, diving header off a Harit Kanadi cross. Last game against Besar Khalsa, which they went on to lose 3-1. Ziman Hakim. It's Jacob Mala. Clever ball out to Lim. Gets it back. Zima Viwe. As he bundled over, well, the flag has gone up for offside.
Well, it looked like he was definitely in an offside position the moment the ball left Elijah's right boot. A good diagonal ball across from Jacob Mahler allowed this situation to happen, and yeah, I think he was just maybe a yard offside. Good call from the assistant referee. You never know with Young Lions. They are so inconsistent in a way that you don't know what kind of squad is going to be turning up for games. I think the last 6 minutes they have been controlling much more of the tempo and dictating the proceedings. And again, it's a makeshift side. There's a lot of changes to the lineup.
As we heard Philip Bao in the pre-match interview talk about how he has to make changes. This is a development side, giving opportunities to players at the professional level. There's a shot from range. A good effort from Balic. And we know he can hit them. He's got a sweet left foot.
He definitely can hit them with the goal that he scored previously. The ball's rolling nicely straight to his left foot. It's going to the top corner. Aizil was in a perfect position to just tip it to the side.
He got his name on the score sheet against Hougang. Josip Balic, top of the box into the top corner. That time he went for a precision finish. This occasion looking for power. Yes, Hanif. Hakimi just lets it run through, and it's picked up by Emaviwe. Chance for the Young Lions to break. Elijah Lim. That's a good ball into Firo's. Nice idea, and you can understand what he was thinking there.
But he had to play that ball early. I think a second later would definitely not have that same opportunity with the same timing. A good reading and anticipation from Jaime to just be sweeping the defense and collecting the ball in the penalty box.
Pick on by Voronkov. Keshev gets to it first. He'd make 4 appearances for Besar Khalsa last season, but all from the bench. This is the first meeting between these sides since the 7th of August 2019. That fixture also took place here at Jalan Besar. Ended in a 1-1 draw. DPMM scored first through Charlie Clough before Nakiuddin Yunus equalised for Young Lions in the 85th minute. Share of the points. That was one of 8 draws in the last 22 meetings between these sides. incredibly, the Young Lions have never beaten DPMM in that time. Maviwe heads it on. Picked up by Keshav. And Kobayashi. It's too much on that pass for Fairouz.
But things are looking good for Young Lions in the last 10 minutes. They're taking the initiative. They are being in good position in an attack as well. And of course, they are very compact, as what Philip R wanted. And every spilled and second balls, they're always there, close enough to win it.
Kimi thinks it's taken a touch on its way out of a Young Lions player. And I think the referee agrees with him. It is a throw into DPMM. Closed down quickly and closed down well. Combination of Fairouz and Keshav. Putting the ball back for the Young Lions. No, Fairouz just wanted far too much time in possession. Hakimi has taken it off him. Real scramble for possession at the moment. Back with the away side. Here's Azwan Ali. Yura Indraputra. Scored a brilliant goal against Hougang. One of those where I don't think he'll ever score
Ever again.
another one like in the rest of his career.
I think he showed in his celebration as well. He didn't know what to do.
That's always the giveaway, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yura Indraputra with the header. It's not the best of headers. Kan Kobayashi into Fairouz. Delays his shot enough for that challenge to come in from Hanif Amir.
It's the second ball again that is being picked out by Kan Kobayashi. I felt that the pass from him was a little undercooked. A bit more pace to it would definitely have Fairouz in a better position for him to take that shot before Hanif Amir were blocking in.
The 18-year-old Fairouz Fazli, number 30 on his back, heavily involved for the Young Lions early on down the right. Just his second start this season. It's Balic with the header away. That's Fairouz. 8th appearance of the campaign overall for him.
Another corner won by the Young Lions.
Kobayashi, the outswinger, goes deep to Imaviwe. Comes back to Imaviwe again.
A lot of confusion in the DPMM box. Everyone was pointing to Imaviwe, asking questions like, why is he being left alone with nobody marking him? He had all the time in the world to pick his spot, but he chose to hit it straight to the goalkeeper. And the return ball didn't trouble the DPMM goalkeeper once again.
That's the one goal this season, Jordan Imaviwe. He scored a late penalty against Palliser Khalsa in the first meeting between those two sides, which also ended 3-1. Imaviwe was the player who earned that penalty. He scored 4 goals for the Young Lions last year. A player who made his breakthrough with Palliser Khalsa back in the 2020 season.
I remember he playing at left centre-back most of the time.
That's right.
I don't think he even ventured into midfield or left winger.
That is Jun Kobayashi. Now, despite all the goals that Young Lions have conceded this season, Jun Kobayashi, on an individual level, has been pretty steady for them in central defence.
Yeah, I think he brings more quality, more calmness, more individual quality defending, and at the same time he tries to organise together with the other centre-backs, whoever that is playing, and all the goals are more or less something that he couldn't do anything about.
That's Gallagher. Lim just slows it down. It's back inside to Kan Kobayashi. Maviwe. Real nuisance with his physicality. Azwan Ali.
Look at the amount of players. Every time Voronkov and Hakimi has the ball.
And there were 3 around Voronkov there. But to his credit, that was a really smart bit of play just to roll it back towards Azwan.
I'm sure he knows now that he's going to be marked tightly. And he knows that he's more of a decoy today rather than something that he would do individually.
It's Hakimi.
A lot of pulling of the jersey from Hakimi.
Martinez, or Balic rather, gonna try and win it back. That's Balic. That's too strong for Kan Kobayashi. He's not really that kind of player, is he? Kan Kobayashi is going to be thundering into challenges. He's more elegant, graceful, and a chance creator from midfield. Looks to try and pull those strings.
He doesn't like, I don't think he likes to be in these kind of challenges, individual duels. But at the same time, you would expect him to give an example, or rather be an example to the younger players, to stick yourself in and be there when you need to. You have to give a lot of credit to Young Lions' transition work. Every time they lose the ball, they are always hunting in packs. You would say they're always there, close enough to put the pressure and not have Brunei DPMM get into the momentum.
There's Kieran Teo keeping it simple, looking out Kan Kobayashi, turned in midfield, diagonal out to Firouz, gets support from Keshav. It's a decent ball in. A scramble to try and clear it away. It's off the crossbar from Elijah Lim. Back out to Iman Hakim. Big chance for the Young Lions.
Really poor defending from Brunei DPMM. Fantastic cross. Didn't handle it well, Brunei DPMM. Both Angel Martinez and Yura and Putra. Big chance for Elijah. It's just maybe 4 or 5 yards away from an empty goal. Hit the woodwork and the shot from Iman Hakim. Wasteful opportunity from Young Lions to take the lead. Well, 4 shots from Young Lions against for DPMM's 2. It shows how much attacking intent Young Lions have had since the start of the game.
Elijah Lim has only scored 1 goal in his career, and that came last year for the Young Lions against Balestier Khalsa, a 4-all draw. He's been involved in the league since 2019 season with Tampines Rovers. It's Najib. It's taken down by Balic. Again, the angle a little bit deceptive.
This is the one that young lions must not allow. He can't have all the time in the world for him to just chase the ball back to his left foot. There must be pressure coming onto him straight away. Everyone must be aware of his ability to take shots from distance. Just leading a little backwards.
Well, that's the 29-year-old Croatian. Has been very solid for DPMM in midfield. Nice partnership that he's formed with the number 4, Hanif Farhan. He looked very good against Hougang anyway, last time out.
I think Hanif provides that aggression, the tenacity, and Joseph Balic being more of a balancer, together with Azwan Ali being able to attack and being able to defend as well.
Hakimi just taking the contact from Iman. Balic and Hakimi both standing over it. It's taken quickly by Balic. Azwan gets a cross in, but it's headed away by Kan Kobayashi. There's Yura Indra Putra, who scored from a similar sort of position against Hougang. He was trying the same thing. Kind of goes back to my point I was trying to make about how I don't think he's going to score a goal like that again.
He must be thinking about his shot.
Swing and a miss there. Azwan. Martinez. Nicely clipped out to Hakimi. Just peeled away to the right. See that flexibility. Azwan. It's a good, strong defensive header by Jun Kobayashi. Fairoz. Mala able to get it forward into Emaviwe. He does a really good job of holding it up for his side. That's Kan Kobayashi. Keshav. Not afraid to get forward, Keshav. Kobayashi towards Emaviwe. And it's headed straight down towards the goalkeeper.
And again, that's what you're going to get from Jordan Emaviwe. Somebody who to hold on to the ball, not allowing the counter-attacks. Good cross from Kan Kobayashi to the far post, peeling away. Again, the header just too soft and not troubling the goalkeeper.
That's Hakimi. Well, his aerial numbers must be through the roof, Emaviwe, because every time I see him, every time it's played to him in the air, he seems to be winning most of his duels, his challenges.
He gets into good positions, and I think his timing, ability to meet the ball at the right time in the air is the key to why he's winning all the aerial duels. And of course, he has the size to just disallow anyone who gets close to him.
Well, we're more than halfway through this first half, and we expected DPMM to be the side who are the fresher of the two, to be playing at a higher intensity and a higher tempo. Instead, it's the young Lions, and those 6 changes that they've made seem to be really helping them along in that department, as we see Jaime Nyaring just receive some treatment.
I think a lot of motivation from the young Lions players. They want to get into the side to go to the SEA Games. There's one big added incentive for the players who are being rotated to be given the opportunity, like, hey, I want to be in the SEA Games squad, right? And any opportunity being given to them, they must grab it. And at the same time, the quality work, or the good work from DPMM against Hougang United, the momentum was lost during the break, and they are still finding their feet in the last 25-23 minutes, and which is why I think young Lions are, I wouldn't say dominate, but they're having the upper hand with the number of chances and also in terms of the balance of play.
Well, certainly have had the better opportunities in this one. Balic just receiving a few instructions from his coach, Shirin Penok, 36th match in charge of DPMM. Former Forest Green Gillingham and Barrow manager, the lower divisions of English football. He spent time as a player with teams like Norwich, Bournemouth, even Molde in Norway. There's Kieran Teo.
If you look at the left side of Young Lions, you have Elijah, who I mentioned is not a out-and-out wide player. He's always tucking in, but he's doing his role really well on the outside. And you have Kieran, again, who's not a left back by nature, more of a centre back, but he has a good left foot to send those deep crosses in, which was what he was trying to do in the previous action. Again, defensively, they are very tight, because Elijah will be tucking in, and then at the same time, the individual defending of Kieran, he doesn't bomb forward, so he's going to be fresh in all individual battles.
As Firoz helps it on to Emaviwe. The referee decides to play the advantage. Possession with the home side. There's Gallagher. Kobayashi. Kobayashi clipped it towards Firoz. Again, nice ideas that they have in those attacking movements.
But it's the same kind of balls from Hougang United when they played against DPMM, the diagonal ball across to the left side of defense of DPMM, which troubled them massively in the first half. And these are the type of balls that Kan Kobayashi, Jared Gallagher is looking for opportunities to be created from Firoz to receive at the end of it.
There's one. It's dropping deep. Saying to Martinez, you go forward. Try to make something happen. Najib Tarif. He's covering defender, but he still gets his cross in. Chance for DPMM. Onto the head of Balic, who was charging into the penalty area, looking to meet that delivery from Najib Tarif.
A fantastic cross from Najib Tarif. Had two defenders coming in. Had only 3 players to choose from in the box, and managed to find the head of Joseph Balic. Again, all those chances are coming from this individual player from the Brunei DPMM, who looks more the liveliest out of all players, DPMM players, to try and get the goal.
Voronkov. And he's won a free kick.
Oh, that's an interesting call.
Yeah, Mahler is a little bit confused as well by that decision.
Let's look at the replay. I think it was a little soft for a free kick. I think it was fair for Jacob Mahler to be putting his challenge in.
He's got a free kick to defend here. Young Lions, Azwan Ali will be stepping up to take this. It's found another teammate. It's Balic once more.
4 big chances for Balic today. Again, good delivery. The glancing header straight to Aizil, not much direction to it.
It's kept alive by Emaviwe. Head out to Keshav. Good tenacious play by Firoz. Keeps DPMM under pressure. And they've given it away. But so has Kan Kobayashi. Kimi takes that quickly. Over the top for Voronkov. Feels he was Being tugged back by Jacob Mahler.
Very interesting battle. Jacob Mahler and Voronkov, two big players, trying to vie it out on the ground. Good play here for Young Lions.
Space on the left. Elijah Lim was ready to have a go at goal. Martinez with a vital defensive challenge.
Again, an undercooked pass from Kobayashi. Just a little too soft, which allowed Martinez to be back in position to make that tackle. But again, how easy it is. Young Lions carving out openings and breaking down the DPMM defense.
It is looking very encouraging for the Young Lions. Balic thinks there should have been a yellow card for Iman Hakim. It was quite an obvious pull of the jersey.
I'm sure Iman Hakim was just trying to run away after that straight away. He
was trying to get as far away from the referee as he could. Taufik Tana, referee called him back, said a word. No booking. Even though Balic wanted one. It's gone down the other end. It's a corner for Brunei DPMM. We've already seen they are a threat in the air, especially with Balic lurking. Martinez stepping forward, 2 corners each. Gonna have to be switched on here at the Young Lions. There's one, floats it in. It's time to get it away. And Kobayashi gets it out for a throw-in.
Well, it's been a very comfortable match so far for both sides. They're being played at a very comfortable pace. Something that I really didn't expect from Brunei DPMM. I thought that maybe they would come out with more intensity, more speed, more pace, and more aggression.
Think back to that game and they won against Hougang. Gallagher was in with a strong challenge, but DPMM able to hang on to it. I was going back to that game between DPMM and Hougang, and they played with a really good tempo in terms of the pressing and the intensity,
which we are not seeing today at all. They are holding back. They are not doing it together. They are not organized in that sense, pressing together as a team. And they are allowing Young Lions to get in possession of the ball.
That's Voronkov, Balic. Okay, not afraid to shoot. They'll be pleased with that, the Young Lions.
Yeah, I'm sure the chance being limited to just shots from distance, basically from just one player in terms of Balic. Of course, he can hit you with these shots, but as long as it's contained and not having clear-cut options, it's good enough for Young Lions.
It's Firos. Cleverly done by Kan Kobayashi. Side flag on Iman Hakim.
Definitely Iman Hakim was straight onto the... Well, it doesn't look like it.
Well, the referee has given a throw-in. Flag went up for offside.
Yeah, he has definitely straight into an offside position, and pretty sure the assistant referee was flagging for offside rather than a throw-in.
Has been overruled by the referee. It was given a throw-in to the Young Lions. Throw-in which will be taken by Keshav Kumar. There's Gallagher. Last touch coming off Femaviwe.
Well, Gallagher scored a good goal as well the previous game. Similar positions, but on the other side of the field. I think his left foot shot here just came off Jordan Amaviwe's shoulder blade.
And Gallagher has a goal this season. As he mentioned, he scored against Hougang late in the second half. Big win for the Young Lions, their first win of the season. Had to come from behind in that game.
They had a good second half, especially. 2 good goals from Gallagher and Harry Stewart. Things are just not happening for Brunei DPMM. Pretty blunt in attack. Only had like 4 long-range shots from Balic.
Got a couple of headers from Balic as well.
Pretty quiet from the front too.
Yeah, otherwise Young Lions have had their opportunities as well. But right, I mean, we haven't really seen much from Hakimi or Voronkov. It's been Balic who's been the danger man, stepping forward from midfield. Well, it's poor from Gallagher. Free plays the advantage. Voronkov.
Well, the other side of the coin, it gives credit to Young Lions. They are managing the 2 strikers really well. They are putting numbers to double team or even triple team those 2 players every time they are in possession of the ball, which allowed Balic to have more space.
That was lovely from Jun Kobayashi. Very composed in possession. Under pressure, just turned away. And zipped a pass into Fairouz, who's taken contact.
Just the hands of Hanif Amir blocking the run forward from Fairouz.
Forming a decent partnership down that right-hand side, Keshav and Fairouz.
Well, if you look at it in formation, they are playing 2 against 1 with Najib Tarif. They have DPMM has only 1 player on the flanks, on each flank, and it's not going to trouble Keshav or Fairouz too much.
It's Kan Kobayashi. Can just lift it into the box for Imaviwe to go and try and win. It's kind of double teamed there by Martinez and Balic.
There's a looping ball forward for Jordan. I think he used Martinez to gain a little height, which deemed unfair or illegal by the referee.
Gallagher to Mahler. Just recently returned from a long-term knee injury. Sent off on his return, actually. The game against Tanjung Pagar for 2 yellow cards. The second one was perhaps a little bit harsh. Was massively disappointed. Took off early in that game. Served the suspension. Now he's back to lead the side. So recently just turned 22. Here's Mahler. His birthday on the 10th of April.
Well, it feels like he's been around for really long.
That's Hakimi. His cross is easily blocked by Kieran Teo. A drop of the shoulder by Elijah Lim. Iman. Move it onto this right-hand side. There's space for Keshav to join in the attack. It's too much on that pass for Kan Kobayashi.
But look at the work of the Young Lions players. The moment they lose the ball, you can see how much they are compressing the space for DPMM, not allowing them to get out of that particular area, which resulted in a corner kick.
Corner, that's right. You could hear from Philip Au, their coach, actually, the moment they lost the ball, Keshav with that pass, overhit, he was saying pressure, counter press, try and win it back. Yeah, Jacob Mahler, as you mentioned, has been around for a long time. Made his debut in the 2018 campaign for Young Lions. This is his 6th season with the club. It's punched away by Jaime. There's Gallagher, up to back in. Goalkeeper still down.
Well, it looks like he had a clash with his own player. Again, delivery from Kan Kobayashi. Yeah, it looks like he had his body slammed against the head of Joseph Balic.
Well, second time in this first half that Jaime has gone down, needing treatment. Had a bit of an issue with his calf earlier.
I think he had some issues in the previous game as well. In this maybe 60th minute, before he was down with cramps.
Here's another look at that incident. Well, he's been keeping Akmal Tursunbayev out of the side. Well, recently anyway. Gave a clean sheet on his debut for this season against Hougang. There's Philip Au, who's faced off against Brunei DPMM on 11 occasions prior to this. Won 3, drawn 3, lost 5. 2 wins and 3 draws coming when he was in charge of Home United. The other win when he was with Hougang. 5-0 was his biggest win against DPMM. That was back in 2016 when he was with Home United. First time he's coming up against Adrian Pennock. And it's been interesting, that tactical battle between the two coaches so far.
And I think Philip Au has set up his team to prepare well. Has prepared well for this match, especially in the first half. Again, the compactness, the counter pressing, the positional sense of Jordan Amaviwe as well, being put in an attacking role, different characteristics. Again, being able to hold on to the ball, not allowing that counter attack every time is being, rather the possession of the ball being lost.
Well, a bit of a sloppy phase of play here. It's both sides turning it over to each other before Hanif kind of encapsulates the whole thing by going in on the back of Imaviwe. Very clumsy.
I know when you play against a very direct team in DPMM, they are always there for the second ball, speed ball, the rebound. But for this game, every single second balls has been picked up by Young Lions because of the positions they are in. And it goes to show how much space the midfield line and the attacking line of DPMM is.
Second shot, Keshav whipped in. Good pace. That was a nice ball into the box. Lions couldn't quite capitalize on that. They have won themselves a corner.
He has sent 2 good crosses in with speed as well. The pace of the ball just off Angel Martinez's head to the back of Jacob Mahler.
shot again. Kobayashi. That's pinball in the penalty area. Eventually cleared. Done by Keshav. I wonder if that's going to go down as a shot.
It looks more of a speculative ball into the box.
One for the people crunching the numbers, the halftime stats.
But Keshav has been impressive so far. I think he has done a decent job, both in attack and in defense. He's busier providing the width up front rather than defending against Najib.
Fairoz is driving it into the box. It's picked up by Iman. Gallagher turning back out to the left. And Kobayashi. Lim looking for Imaviwe. Appealing for a penalty. Young Lions players.
Well, a little too far-fetched for penalty to be given. Again, nice intricate play between few Young Lions players.
I mean, it also looks like a clumsy bit of defending on that replay from Martinez. There is a check ongoing on a possible penalty. Okay, no penalty. Check complete. Just a corner. Azwan dumps it upfield for Hakimi to chase. Has pace to burn. Keshev's with him. Gets it onto his right foot, sets it up for Voronkov. Really good save by Aizil. Quick transition from DPMM. Couldn't find a finishing touch.
Big opportunity again. You can see Hakimi, good 1v1, just lining it up for Voronkov. You would expect him to score this goal with just the goalkeeper to beat, but credit to Kobayashi just putting enough pressure just to take him off balance and allowed Aizil to get the end of it.
Now, Voronkov has 23 SPL goals in his career. He has never scored against the Young Lions. Azwan. Voronkov with the first header, comes back in. Martinez has gotten the go-ahead goal for DPMM. That's his first of the campaign.
Very cruel for Young Lions after a good first half showing. Just at the last minute of the first half, a lapse in concentration allowed DPMM and Angel Martinez to take the lead, most probably into half-time. Again, that spilled ball just not being dealt with by the Young Lions players. The second grab of the opportunity is being hit straight in by Angel Martinez.
It's quite a smart finish. He has to generate power and direction on his own over the head of Aizil Yazid. That is Angel Martinez's first goal since the 20th of February 2011.
Oh wow.
He'll be delighted with that. It's given Brunei DPMM the lead going into the half-time break. The Young Lions have had their fair share of opportunities, Hide.
They have had a better balance of play. They've created a good amount of opportunities, some of it high-quality chances as well. Didn't manage to convert it, especially from Jordan Maviwe. And again, if you don't convert your chances, you can't get the goal and you don't win the games. And DPMM had a few, managed to score one in the end from Angel Martinez.
Well, half-time here at Jalan Besar. It's Brunei DPMM 1, Young Lions 0. We'll go away for a quick break, come back with highlights. Welcome back to Jalan Besar Stadium. Brunei DPMM 1, Young Lions 0. So look at those numbers there. Hide and the Young Lions, as we mentioned, have given a good go of this.
Well, they had 9 shots so far, and only 2 of them on target. I think both came from Jordan or V-Wave's headers. But in terms of everything else besides those shots on target, they've definitely been better. They've created more chances in terms of possession as well. They are controlling and dictating the game. But for Brunei DPMM, again, they have been efficient with whatever they have. 4 shots on target. I think again majority came from shots from distance. And here we can see the highlights of the game.
Has to make changes. This is a development side. Have a look at the opportunities to the first half. At the professional level, Balic, a shot from range. 7 minutes in, a good effort. It's got a sweet left foot. First effort from distance,
the
going for power.
Rolling nicely straight to his left foot, going to the top corner. Again, you don't give Balic this amount of space for the shot. In the first half, I think he had like 3 shots on target. Big opportunity here again for Jordan, being left unmarked in the box, pretty much being blocked, or rather his teammates blocking the DPMM players from getting onto the ball. He's headed straight to the goalkeeper. Second opportunity, just up in the air, not providing any threat.
That was one of 5 good chances that the Young Lions would have in that first half. Here's another one. Keshav, nice and positive on the right-hand side. Whipping in a good cross. Jalan with his effort coming off the crossbar.
Again, fantastic cross from Keshav with speed and pace and a lot of curve on it as well. Ball dropped nicely for Elijah, just unlucky for him. Didn't manage to beat the goalkeeper and score the goal from 4 yards out. And Iman Hakim just didn't do enough, or even throw his body to the ground enough to get the ball straight into the goal.
Well, just 4 minutes after that opportunity for Elijah Lim, V-Wave would have another header. This time, the cross coming in from Kan Kobayashi, but it's a weak effort, easily saved by Jaime Nyaring.
You can see what's happening here. Just the Jordan Amaviwe is peeling away, making sure that he's getting to the end of the cross. Just maybe a guided header across the goal would have been better, or rather across the face of the goal. 1v1 situation, only had 2 or 3 players to choose from. Managed to find Balic again, driving in from a deep position. And a lot of chances came from Balic in the first half.
There's Najib Darif here, beating 2 players, getting a cross in, finding the head of Josip Balic, who was a big threat. He runs from midfield into the box. In the 44th minute, the Lions will have another opportunity. Another wonderful cross from their right-hand side by Keshav Kumar.
He's been a threat in the first half. His crosses from deep and also closer to the byline has troubled a lot of the PMM players. Really unlucky that the touch from Ahmed Martinez diverted the ball away from Jacob Mahler. Good individual attacking behavior here from Hakimi Yazid onto his strike partner for Voronkov, just being nudged by Kobayashi. Didn't allow him to take that free shot on goal.
It's a good save by Aizil Yazid. After some excellent work by Hakimi Yazid, setting it up for his strike partner Voronkov. Find the back of the net, but off that corner, they would go on to open the scoring through Angel Martinez, getting his first goal for his new club smart finish from the Spaniard.
Well, as you mentioned, Roshan, he hasn't scored for like 12 years. And I'm sure he's really delighted with this goal, allowing his team to take the lead into half-time.
That's a good finish there. And right at the end, a real blow for the Young Lions, who were nice and positive in that first half. But it's DPMM who go into the break with the lead. Here's a look at the game that's coming up for you tomorrow here at Jalan Besar Stadium. That's between Jalan International and Balestier Khalsa. Coverage from 8:20 p.m. We'll go away for another break, and when we come back, it's the second half. We are back at Jalan Besar Stadium just in time for the second half. There is the only goal scorer of the game so far, Angel Martinez. Scoring with a header deep into that time at the end of the first half. Brunei DPMM now have something that they can hang on to. How do you see that sort of shifting the game, Hide, in terms of the tactical approach now for the second 45? Because Philip R would have been preparing for half-time and for his side to be coming in at 0-0. Does it change much?
I don't think it's going to change much. They'll still go out with the intent to attack, improving on the maybe quality of movement up front. But then again, they have done really well in the first half in terms of defensive organization, keeping compact, and managing the threat from Hakimi and Voronkov. But then again, they have to really be wary of the open position that Joseph Balic has had in the first half, where he took, I think he had like 4 shots from distance. And I think we now have a change from the Brunei DPMM side.
It does look like they have decided to bring on Naziruddin, number 22, who's an attacking player. Hanif Hamir was the player who's come off. Let's see how they shape up for the second half. Well, here come the young Lions, Kan Kobayashi. It's picked up by Elijah Lim. Complete miss kick by Kieran Teo. Falls to Voronkov. There's a new man, Naziruddin. He's got lots of pace to burn up front. They've got 2 very direct players, pacey players in that attack now with Naziruddin and Hakimi.
I think from the looks of how he's going to be set up, I think Awanku is going to be coming back to play the right centre-back position, while Naziruddin is occupying the right flank as a right wing-back. And Yura Indiraputra going to the left side of defence, still in central position.
Well, they still can't put it away. Even that effort coming after the whistle has gone off the crossbar.
I think a bit of overzealous from Iman Hakim. Ball over the top again, not being dealt with.
I think it was just him nudging Awanku Fakaradze into his goalkeeper. That's why the free kick was given.
Bit unnecessary, but no malice in it as well.
Does it look like they might be going into a back 4 instead of a 5, Hide, DPMM, in this second half?
Well, from what we see here, it looks like it. They have 2 centre-backs, Inahel Martinez and Najib Tarif slotting in as left-back as well.
Because it does look like Naziruddin is
further up forward rather than playing in a more traditional right wing-back position.
I think they identified the fact that they were being outnumbered in the wider positions, weren't they, in the first half? And Keshav was actually getting a lot of joy pushing forward from the right. I'll try to address that now, having Hakimi play in front of Najib, as Keshav again has spaced it, send another cross in.
I think what we can see from Adrian, he's always been able to identify the issues that they have had in the first half and try to do something about it. Against Hougang, they realized that every time maybe Zul has had the ball, it was always a diagonal ball over the defense to Gabriel Quack, and in the second half they didn't allow that to happen, which then allowed his team to have more control of the game.
There's a foul on Lim by Awanku.
Well, it looks like Awanku came in strong, but he always had his eyes on the ball rather than just clanging into Elijah Lim.
There's Mala. Eventually gets it out to Iman. Ran into a bit of trouble. It's fortunate that the rebound fell to him. Jun Kobayashi. Fairoz was drifting inside, creating that space for Keshav. The underlapping run. Hakimi doing his defensive work. That's Voronkov. That's a great challenge by Jun Kobayashi, and lovely feet from the big man. Keshav going towards the back post this time. Wanku just letting it run out for a throw-in.
A fantastic defending from Jun Kobayashi. Just sweeping in and just scooping the ball away from Voronkov.
There's Azwan, and he's left it for Hakimi. A bit of confusion there.
I think with the change in formation as well, you have like two banks of lines to solve that issue of the second balls as well from DPMM.
Azwan stolen it from Kan Kobayashi. Looking up with Voronkov as Hakimi. Easy defensive header away by Mahler. Balic. Naziruddin. Disappointed with that cross, Voronkov. Hands on his hips. There's Gallagher. Kobayashi. Fairoz. Picked up by Naziruddin. It's helped forward by Balic. It's good defending by Mahler. And he, for the most part, has kept Voronkov quiet, Jacob Mahler. Iman. That's Kan Kobayashi. Gallagher. Maviwe. Attempting the flick on, just surrounded by yellow shirts.
It looks like Young Lions still has that superiority in position as well. They look like they are always in a good position for the second balls, and also whenever they build up, they are always looking in between the lines with the positions of the attacking players.
Defending from DPMM hasn't been the most convincing. They've gotten away with it. Filipao is frustrated with the referee's decision, but Voronkov just playing that role of a centre forward really well.
Just leaning back to Jacob Mahler and drawing the foul, knowing that he has little or no support from his own teammates. He has been cutting a frustrated figure this game as well. Not receiving the quality of support that maybe he wants from his own teammates.
Wanku. It's played back into Martinez by Hanif. As Hakimi stands up his marker. Keshav does well to recover.
I think this is where the change in the formation would benefit DPMM. Equal number on each side. And every time Hakimi picks up the ball, there will be a double team with Keshav and Fairoz Fazli coming in together, which then allows Najib to be free for a cutback or for a cross from his side.
Well, there's a signal from the captain, Azwan Ali. 3 assists this season. Getting it into Fairoz.
Well, it's been a kind of sloppy first half. There hasn't been enough chances created, or the quality of actions in the attacking third hasn't been fantastic.
Gallagher almost putting his side in a difficult position. It's bailed out by Aizil. There's the substitute, Naziruddin Ismail. Puts it back onto his left foot. And Kobayashi is there to break up the attack. Elijah Lim. It's it out to Fairoz. He's got Imaviwe in front of him. Starts to hold it up. Kobayashi. Back out to Fairoz. Keshav decides to go first time with the cross. Iman has gone down. And the flag has gone up for offside anyway.
I think Keshav had all the time in the world to pick the cross, the type of cross that he wants. He still had like maybe 2 or 3 touches in him with the time and space that he had. For all the good crosses that he made in the first half, you would expect better from the former Balestier player.
I'm just having a look at Adrian Pennock. This one is 4th match against the Young Lions. His previous 3, we've seen him win just once. I mean, 2 draws. In fact, the Young Lions, in the recent meetings between these 2 sides, have drawn 4 of the last 6 against DPMM.
We still can't rule out a draw for this match as well. I think it's still very close. They are still trying to carve out and create chances.
1-1 the last time these 2 sides met here at Jalan Besar back in August of 2019. And scoreline still very much on. We are going to see some changes from the Young Lions. And Iman Hakim is one of those players who's going to be coming off. Elijah Lim the other. We are about to see the Young Lions top scorer Harris Stewart. 2 goals this season. He's getting ready to come on. Shahadat Masnawi, another forward option.
We could see Jordan moving back to the left-hand side and Shahadat occupying the central striking position.
We're just holding off on the changes for the moment. Away by Keshav. Lead touch on Kan Kobayashi. Imaviwe is peeled away. Aaron to the right. Started well to win a corner off Martinez. And it looks like those changes are going to be made now.
Well, Jordan didn't look too happy with his teammate. I think he was looking for a pass straight to his feet rather than for him to run. I think there is something that expected of him. He doesn't look like someone who prefers to receive a through ball, especially at the flanks. Let's see if there's any tactical change with the personnel change.
And we've got Shahadat Masnawi coming on for Elijah Lim and Harris Stewart on for Iman Hakim. Fresh legs on the pitch for Young Lions. It's confirmation of those changes. Opportunity from the set piece. Can we get a good delivery from Kan Kobayashi? Not good enough. Easily headed away by Awanku Fakaradze at the near post. It's picked up by Gallagher. Desperately need an uptick in the tempo of this match. It's not on DPMM. It's the young Lions who have to chase to try and get a result.
Well, first piece of action from Harry Stewart resulted in a yellow card for himself.
Well, there's that directness of Hakimi Yazid I was talking about.
It's difficult to play against him. His ability to be coming and running straight at you every time he picks up the ball is not something that you would like, and you don't like to defend against this type of players.
Second yellow card of the season for Harris Stewart. It might be his the quickest yellow card he's ever received in his career. It's just come on. Gone straight into the referee's book. Knocked away by Gallagher. Shahadat hits it wide. It's picked up by DPMM. Balic looking for Voronkov. So we have confirmation of their booking for Harris Stewart. Jun Kobayashi, he's done that all evening. He's just been brilliant in possession. Not phased at all.
That's what you expect from a very technical defender. You don't really want him to lose the ball, especially in that situation. And it makes a lot of difference to the surrounding teammates. The confidence that he brings, and then at the same time, you know that, okay, we are trying to play the ball out, and I can count on you to bring the ball forward rather than prepare for the transition.
There's Mahler stepping into midfield. DPMM reluctant to get out to close him. Kieran Teo afforded a little bit of space down the left. It's Keshav. Was he taken down? A few appeals from some of the Young Lions supporters.
Not too soft again for a penalty shout. I think he used his body really well to get in front of Nizaruddin, but just too little in it to be awarded a penalty.
The 22-year-old Keshav Kumar has worked very hard for Young Lions down the right. His first appearance this season. Shahadat gets it back, gives it back, straight to Jaime.
You can't trouble the goalkeeper with those type of crosses. He had a lot of time to just judge and, you know, collect the ball up in the air. And you had like 3 great players waiting for a good cross.
Naziruddin releases Voronkov. He's got Hakimi making his way into the area. Might find him. It does. Mahler puts it out for a throw.
A fantastic cross from Voronkov. He had only that particular area to play the ball in, and he managed to find his striking partner with that cross. Possible check for a handball?
Brilliant, wasn't it? The way Voronkov picked him out.
Yeah.
It's such a small space to hit. Just the one yellow shirt in the area, and he found him.
And he was basically running out into the corner flag. He had to turn and maneuver his body around.
Well, there was a check for a possible handball. Nothing doing. On we go. Kieran Teo just guiding it out for a goal kick.
In attack, you would expect Harris Stewart to be joining the attacking third so much more, something that he has been doing a lot this season.
Here he is, Stewart. Maviwe has moved out to left wing. They've advanced forward here, Young Lions. Maviwe. Martinez. Awangku. It's come off Mahle. He was saying that that was an elbow from Voronkov.
And I think Taufik Tana was in a good position to see all the action right in front of him.
Kobayashi. Fairoz. It's got Keshav on the underlap. Decides to take responsibility for the cross himself. There you go. Harris Stewart joining the attack, getting into the penalty box.
But he got into a good position, but again, the level of execution wasn't up to mark.
That was the going back to the handball review, which
it doesn't look like something Jacob Mahle could do anything about. It was too close.
18 shots in this match so far, just the one goal.
I think we've had lesser action in the second half, especially in the attacking third, from both sides. They are neutralizing each other with the change in formation by DPMM, especially in midfield. Very even 3v3, and at the same time at the sides it becomes a 2v2 as well.
And just swapping it around with the change that was made at half-time by Adrian Pennock, with Naziruddin Ismail coming in for a central defender, shifting a system of 4 at the back, doubling up in the wider areas. They were outnumbered in the first half.
And again, up front, you have a striker against 2 defenders, which makes it difficult for the attacking team.
Mahle. The pressure from Voronkov on Shahadat. Yet to score in the SPL, Shahadat. Second spell with the Young Lions. He played for Tanjung Pagar. Here he is. And perhaps a different option would have been better for him, but he has won inside the corner.
He had the opportunity to play the ball to the right-hand side, where I think Keshav was waiting. Well, let's see what they can conjure up from this corner kick.
Yeah, they do have the height in the box with the likes of Kieran Teo, Jun Kobayashi, Jacob Mahle, all in there, Maviwe as well. And it's a whistle. That's gone.
Well, it looks like a similar offense where, well, let's have a look at the replay. I don't see anything. Maybe Jacob and Joseph Balic was pulling each other.
It's been a little bit of a strange game. We've had opportunities for
Yeah.
both sides, you have chances for both sides, but at times the tempo and the quality has been a little bit off.
It looks like both sides are tired. They look like they're sluggish. They're not. You can build up at a slow pace, but the moment you get into attacking third, you have to pick up.
There has to be that change in tempo, right?
Yeah. It looks the same. You're playing the same speed whenever your defensive line has the ball or whenever you're in attack.
Zemaviwe keeps himself onside, finds Harris Stewart. It's into the box. Red shirt on the end of it. Voronkov, again holding it up well. Azwan Ali, out to Hakimi. It's well defended by Kieran Teo. Taking no chances. Gallagher just puts it out for a throw-in. Two more changes for Young Lions here. We're going to see Haziq Kamarudin, one of those players coming on. He replaces Fairoz Fazli. Adam Rifdi is also coming on.
Number 31, Keshav Kumar is being
He replaces Keshav Kumar. Pretty much like for like.
Yeah, I think they have been pretty effective in the first half. Didn't show any intent or quality up front in the second. But I think with the change in DPMM formation and personnel as well, they've been worked, and maybe a pair, or rather 2 pairs of fresh legs are needed.
It's fresh legs down the right-hand side. Adam Rifdi going it right back. Haziq Kamarudin just in front of him. There's Adam Rifdi, involved straight away. 18-year-old, joining the Young Lions this season from Tampines Rovers.
Fantastic ball from Azwan Ali to the path of Voronkov.
That's forced a save from Aizil. And he should have done better than number 10. The big man up top was released into the space in behind by Azwan Ali. And couldn't keep it down.
Fantastic through ball from Azwan Ali. Last ditch defending from Jacob Mahler just to put off Voronkov, not to have a free shot at goal. A credit to Aizil as well, to be standing big and not jump at the side of the shot.
Haziq Kamarudin, the other player who's come on for the Young Lions. 7th appearance of the season for him. Just the one start. It was a big chance for Voronkov, really to kill this game off. Azwan delivers deep, easily gathered by Aizil.
But Aizil has been putting in consistent performances over the course of the league.
That's a nice bit of distribution as well to find Haziq. Haziq Kamarudin charges into the box. Mafiwe to Adam. It's away from his penalty area by Awanku. Voronkov looking to go first time with that pass into Hakimi. It's cut out by Mahler. It's Haziq against Najib.
Well, Haziq looks like a player who likes the 1v1. Still far off from, I think it was from Shahadat, trying the spectacular bicycle kick.
Yeah, I mean, it looks spectacular. He was nowhere near the ball, was he? Easily headed away by Awanku. There's that battle between Haziq and Najib. Najib needing a bit of treatment.
I think he felt a little tweak in his hamstring, or maybe a bout of cramps.
At least we're not seeing Jaime Nyaring suffering from any cramp in this game.
I think typically a goalkeeper would be moving about 4 or 5 kilometers a game actually, but of course it's not at high speed.
Young Lions get on with it quickly. There's Kieran Teo. Well, again, the intent behind that header from Harris Stewart, he just wanted to cushion it into the path of Imaviwe. It just looked like it had too much pace on the header.
There wasn't any cushion in it in terms of the header, not to the path of, or rather too much to the path of Jordan Amaviwe. A change for
That's right.
DPMM, Najib Tarif.
Not going to be fit enough to continue. Abdul Muiz is coming on.
Substitution for Brunei DPMM, number 11, Najib Tarif is replaced by number 3, Abdul Muiz.
Well, it is one of the changes we see from DPMM. Muiz coming on to replace Najib at left back, or left wing back, depending on how they set up. Muiz actually made his SPL debut with DPMM against Young Lions, a 5-3 win on that occasion, back on the 26th of September 2016.
There are a lot of stop and starts, especially in the second half. Ball keeps going out, or fouls being called, not enough free-flowing play in the second from both sides.
Yeah, there hasn't been that nice rhythm and nice momentum getting matches sometimes. It's been stop-start, as you said. Voronkov, another stoppage in play, but they'll take this DPMM. It's a free kick in a really good position for them.
I'm pretty sure at this point of time, Azwan Ali or maybe Balic will be fancying their chances. Just a touch from Jacob Mahler at the ankles of Voronkov.
That's pretty central. That's free kick for DPMM.
You have Balic walking away, leaving Voronkov and Azwan Ali to the side, which is the best option.
You've got Voronkov, who has already scored 2 this season. One of them a really special strike on top of the box into the top corner. Almost no backlift, that one.
You have so much expectations from him that...
Split wall as well from the Young Lions. Just have a look at that, it's interesting. Taken by Azwan. Wall does its job. One of the 2 walls anyway. That's Haziq. Awanku. Hakimi goes inside. Balic to Voronkov. Azwan, plenty of time to set himself up for the cross. Sizil's decided on a punch instead of a catch. It's effective. It's away from danger. That's Hakimi. Seeing a bit more of the ball now, DPMM. Work and opening. Off the left, here's Abdul Muiz. Harris Stewart gets to it first in midfield. Shahadat's header going nowhere. But back to Jaime Nyaring via Martinez. Haziq bring up on the left for the Young Lions. Looks for that early ball to Shahadat. It's well positioned, Martinez. Ball over the top for Aswan to chase. Just the one option in the area, finds him. Naziruddin pokes it towards goal. No real conviction behind that effort. Jun Kobayashi with the block. Second chance for DPMM! And that should be it for Voronkov. Beautiful header. Touch of class with the finish. But that cross from Hakimi Yazid was perfect.
And again, he managed to find his striking partner, maybe the only person in the box, or the only player from DPMM in the box. Voronkov really ecstatic, and you can see from the celebrations how happy he is being able to extend Brunei's lead. Perfect cross to the head of Voronkov. Poor defending from Young Lions. Jun Kobayashi not in position to defend against somebody of his own height and size. Looking at how the game is going, I don't think Young Lions has any chance to get back into the game.
Well, that should be the goal. Let's see DPMM go on to pick up the win. There's still time for the Young Lions, but I see they mentioned it just doesn't look likely. Haven't created enough up front, not enough clear-cut opportunities, high-quality chances. It's DPMM who, for most of this half, have been defending.
Yeah.
And they had that nice phase of possession. They were able to create a goal out of it.
Because they have quality up front. I think the number of chances they created is almost equal, but the quality of it becomes so much clearer and better just because of the quality of players that they have in Voronkov and Hakimi Azwan Ali.
There's Adam. There's far too much height on that cross from Adam. Easy for Jaime Nyaring. And Hakimi Yazid, by the way, continues his run of making an attacking contribution in all the matches he's played so far. Picking up either a goal or an assist.
But he's playing far beyond his years. I think he plays like a mature player, even though he's just 20 years old. He looks like tactically he knows what he needs to do in every single situation.
Well, Gallagher is going to be coming off to be replaced by Ryu Hardy.
Young Lions, number 4, Jared Gallagher is replaced by number 14, Ryu Hardy.
17-year-old who's coming on. He's quite tidy in possession in midfield. Ryu Hardy gets it out to Maviwe. Decent effort. Shahadat with the touch on.
A good cross into space from Jordan Amaviwe. Again, credit to Shahadat being able to be in front of Angel Martinez, unable to guide it on target. Maybe first big chance for Young Lions this half.
And the second half. And yeah, that's a sign of just how much they struggled in attack in the second 45. There you go, plenty of shots that we've had in this game. Lots of them off target though. 12 shots for the Young Lions, 10 of them off target.
Off target, yeah. Well, to be fair, they are getting into the attacking third. But then again, you need that cutting edge, that incisiveness from your attacking players to trouble the goalkeeper and have a chance at scoring.
There's Abdul Muiz. And crossing from deep. Balic. A bit too aggressive in the box. DPMM looking for back-to-back wins in the SPL for the first time since September 2019. That was the last time they were in the league. Ended up winning the title. It's Ryu Hardy. Gets it back from Shahadat. Gave Emaviwe quite a bit of work to do with that. Has won the corner. There's Awanku Fakaradzi. Is that a corner for you?
Very contentious call. I don't think both the assistant referee and the referee were able to see clearly who had the last touch.
Well, let's see if the Young Lions can give us a bit of a dramatic ending. Get one here, and they're right back in it. Bayashi whipped in with good pace, and they do get one back. Kieran Teo, big moment for the young man.
We're gonna have a very exciting last 5-6 minutes. Young Lions will definitely be throwing bodies forward, trying to get the equalizer. Again, poor marking from Brunei DPMM from the number 22, Naziruddin Ismail, left Kieran Teo free in the box to just have a glancing header.
There you go, Kieran Teo just getting enough contact on it to guide it into the back of the net. His first goal in professional football. 19 years of age. Came through with Geylang International. Now with the Young Lions. And he's given the Young Lions some hope going into the final few minutes of this match. Voronkov could pounce on this error from Jun Kobayashi. Not the right option.
I think he was expecting Hakimi to make the run just in front of the goal into the 6-yard area.
Scored by number 15, Kieran Teo.
Hazik, Adam. Space to turn in midfield. Ryu Hardy. Get them going forward. Second ball picked up by Kan Kobayashi. Hazik. DPMM is trying their best to scramble it away. They succeed in doing so. There's Naziruddin. What a challenge that is. Good recovery from Jun Kobayashi. Win the ball back for his side.
The second time in the game where he was putting in a sliding tackle as he scooped the ball as well.
It's Kan Kobayashi. Tips it out to Maviwe. Heavy first touch. The Young Lions sense an opportunity. Maviwe links up brilliantly. Can he finish? He can! It's 2-all! What a comeback by the Young Lions. Can they now go on and find a winner? Momentum very much with the home side.
Well, still a lot of minutes to play, plus added time, and with the momentum on the Young Lions side, definitely they will be looking for the second win of the season. Again, not being dealt with. The second ball went down to Jordan Amawiwe. Nice wall pass, 1-2 in between the legs of Jaime and into the back of the net. A grandstand finish.
That's a lovely goal.
Lovely, lovely goal. Neat interplay and a good first touch as well to set him up on his left foot. A poor defending again from DPMM, 6s and 7s. A credit to Young Lions not giving up. Now they have the reward. And we still have a few more minutes to go.
That's a nice cool finish through the legs of the goalkeeper, sliding it in. His second goal of the season, Jalan Maviwe.
3 minutes of added time.
Well, we said earlier when they scored the second, we thought it was going to be finished. It didn't look like likely.
Yeah.
And then we asked the question on that corner, if the Young Lions could get one back, it's alive again. And suddenly Kieran Teo gives them hope. And boy, did it give them a lift. Went on to take full advantage of that. Minimum of 3 minutes to be added on, and there'll be some more time added here because there are going to be a few more changes. Here's another look at this, Hide. I mean, a give and go, touches in that tight space there. Kan Kobayashi sets it up brilliantly.
And again, Angel Martinez has been second to quite a few challenges that he has had in the second half. And he was second to the ball. And Kan Kobayashi managed to play the ball through for Jordan Amaviwe to just slot the ball in between the legs of Jaime.
It's incredible how this game is turned around. And the Young Lions have not looked like scoring in this second half. And then suddenly they've woken up in the last 5 minutes or so. And they've found that quality to get themselves back level.
I think Brunei DPMM must have thought that they must have wrapped the game all over and maybe taken the foot off the pedal. And from the way Hakimi is lining up, it looks like he's having a go.
And the changes about to be made here. There we go. Looks like it's going to be a triple change. Let's see if we can update that.
Oh, wow.
The substitute is coming off. Naziruddin, who came on at half-time, has been taken off.
Azwan Ali is coming off as well.
Well, no, he's going to go take the set piece. Hakimi, who was actually standing over the ball wanting to take the free kick, looks like he's going to be coming off as well. Razimi Ramli is coming on, and so is the number 9, Abdulaziz Rahman, 36-year-old.
But interesting substitutions from Adrian Pennell.
Azwan, straight against the wall. Second chance to lift it back in. Kan Kobayashi with a header away. The Young Lions can break forward here. It's a bit of a waste. Momentum of the move. He's being hurt by that pass into the back of Hazik's head. Voronkov. Jun Kobayashi is there. Cool and calm as ever. Both sides looking for the late winner. The game is so stretched now. Adam into Hazik. Nice idea, right idea, just wrong execution.
The angle was too close to the goalkeeper, and also the speed of the pass as well, the weight of the pass. The space, again, from being given from DPMM, especially in the last few minutes of the game, is puzzling.
Well, where was this excitement and entertainment for about 80 minutes or so? Well, that's the last bit of action. The referee spoiled all our fun by blowing the final whistle. Say that in jest, of course. But what an ending to this match we've had. The Young Lions with that 2-goal deficit going into the closing stages of this match. And they had to get themselves back into the game, and they did so successfully. They don't look too happy with themselves, but it's a point rescued from a losing situation. I think DPMM will be very disappointed.
Yeah, DPMM was comfortable at 2-0 and too comfortable maybe, and it allowed Young Lions to come back and manage to score that 2 goals within a few minutes in the last part of the game. And I think to be fair, both teams had their moments and chances in the game, and I think it's a reflective, a fair scoreline to reflect the game.
Well, the finishes here at Jalan Besar. Young Lions 2, Brunei DPMM 2. Let's go to the highlights. We've had quite a few of those. An opportunity here for Elijah Lim from the Young Lions early on in that first half, in the 18th minute, in fact, hitting the crossbar, and then Iman Hakim unable to capitalize on the rebound.
The first clear-cut opportunity for Young Lions in the game, not being able to be put into the back of the net by Elijah Lim.
And we fast forward to the 47th minute. Chance here for DPMM to open the scoring. Voronkov being set up brilliantly by Hakimi Yazid. Aizil pulling off a great save from close range.
One of the easiest chances for Voronkov to convert, but didn't manage to. Again, just being pulled off.
You know, the corner from that, and they would go on to score from this corner. Headed back in by Hanif Hamir, and Angel Martinez getting his first goal for Brunei DPMM, his first goal in professional football since February 2011. And he scored in the 3rd division of Spanish football. There he is there with a nice effort.
A lot of ping pong, you would say. Just ball up in the air, just being knocked back in by Hanif. First to react, Angel Martinez guiding it to the back of the net.
Well, then here, there wasn't too much of action in the second half, but it really did liven up in the last 10 minutes or so. We had Voronkov making it 2-0 for DPMM off this Hakimi Yazid cross in the 81st minute.
Again, all the time in the world for Hakimi to pick Voronkov in the box. Played a fantastic ball just to the head of Voronkov, unmarked, and you give this guy that amount of space and time. Doesn't matter whether he's up in the air or on the ground, he'll be punishing you.
Well, we thought that was it, and the DPMM would go on to secure the win. Young Lions would respond here. This effort from Shahadat going just over the bar.
A good response from Young Lions. Didn't really take it as it is. From this corner kick, Kiran Teo being left by Naziruddin. First professional goal for Kiran Teo.
It's good, strong, aggressive play there.
And this sparked more life into Young Lions.
Just essentially shoves his marker aside and guides it past the goalkeeper. And that gave Young Lions a lot of hope going into the final few minutes. That goal from Kiran Teo in the 87th. 2 minutes after that, Imaviwe linking up with Kan Kobayashi. And Jordan Imaviwe getting his second goal of the season to make it 2-2.
The reactions of the DPMM players says it all. How disappointed they are with their own level of concentration. Again, credit to Young Lions, not giving up. Good give and go. Just to space and fast enough to be ahead of every single one of the DPMM players to just slide it across under the feet of the onrushing goalkeeper. And I think if we had 5 more minutes, we would see another goal.
Well, both sides were chasing that winner late on. Here's a look at some of the numbers from this match. Lots of opportunities, plenty of shots, 27 in total, but just 10 of those on target.
The quality of finishing today has not been up to mark. It's not usual from DPMM especially, but then again, it's very reflective of the score, pretty even on each side.
Well, here's a look at the updated table, and a point that doesn't really do too much for both these sides. They stay in the same position. They came into this game in Brunei DPMM still in 7th, 2 points behind Balestier Khalsa and Tanjung Pagar United, although they do have that game in hand. Young Lions move a point ahead of Hougang United, but they have played a game more. One more match for you from Match Week 8 coming up tomorrow. Geylang International up against Balestier Khalsa. Coverage from 8:20 p.m. That game is taking place here at Jalan Besar Stadium. I hope you've enjoyed our coverage of tonight's SPL match between Brunei DPMM and the Young Lions. It's been a thriller at the end. There's more football coming your way tomorrow, but for tonight, it's goodbye.